to say about that. So next up, we're going to move in Pennsylvania a little further west to the Lancaster area, out of Chester County into Lancaster County. A great player I just got introduced to again, Quentin Jones. He lives in Lancaster. He makes his living playing music and recording. He's in a couple different bands. He was a 2016 inductee to the Rockabilly Hall of Fame in Nashville, Tennessee, no less. He was a 2019 inductee into the Delaware Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Dr. Harmonica and the Rocket 88. He's going to bring to us a little bit of a different style. He's sandwiched tonight in between two finger pickers. Perfect place for Quentin Jones to be. And hey, Quentin, how you doing? You ready?
Hey, yeah, how are you?
I'm really good. I really am.
Awesome. It's great to be here. And boy, hey, Neil, that was amazing. I love that finger style. I really do, you know?
Yep. I've got extra practice time scheduled tomorrow after seeing Neil. But I heard your mic check too. I sat back in the quiet and you knocked me out. It was great stuff. I can't wait to hear the whole set. So,
Awesome.
Quentin, let's get started, man. I want to hear.
Okay. What's that?
Let's get started. I want to hear some blues.
You got it. You got it. Absolutely. How is everybody? So, the first thing is, it's so wonderful to be able to play with, you know, these great musicians on this show. And I am humbled. And the great thing about blues music is there's so many styles. And like, you might not be well versed as a player in every style, but if you love one style, you love them all. So that's great. And you're always finding new stuff. And the other thing about it is I love putting, you know, hearing people's spin on songs. You know, what makes a song great is, of course, the writing, but also the performance. And I love to see different takes on it. So it's in that spirit that I learned to play guitar. I'm not a person that plays a note-for-note solo or something like that. I try to capture the spirit of the song using my words. Now, with that said, I also know that you're never going to come close to the original. So I never even, that's why I don't try to play what, like, say, B.B. King would play. I'm not going to play what he plays because he's perfect. So I always like to put my own spin on it. So let's start out with this electric blues. I'm going to do a set of electric blues for you, which is the music I grew up on. Mama said you're no good. 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 Broke my heart, just like she said that you would.
Hey. All right.
That was great. Loved it.
Thanks. Hold on one second. Thank you so much.
Uh-oh. Hey, Quentin, you there? Quentin,
It
that
is
was
live. It is
That was
live.
great, man.
That's a typical Quentin Jones move. You guys,
That was better than a roller coaster ride.
I've seen Mr. Hold up, hold up.
My friend, take your time.
Ah, you bastards.
We get to see the whole house.
Great.
There you are.
Oh, jeez. This son of a bitch. Stop it.
We don't have a 3-second delay on here, Quentin.
We're-
we're having a damn meltdown here. I'm the regular Mr. Magoo. How about that, huh? Listen. You wanted to ask me. You said, Quentin, do you have any special effects? I said, hey, man, I got special effects, man. Where do you see the effects I've got? No more surprises. I promise. No, nobody. No, it's not the drugs. It's the short cable I have here. So anyway, here we go. When a girl reaches the age of 18, you begin to think she's grown. That's the kind of girl you never find at home. Come see me early in the morning about the break today. Lord, want to see me hug my pillow where my baby used to lay. She said, one drink of wine, drinks of gin. That crazy little girl got me in a state I'm in.
right. Yes.
Right.
Hey, Quentin. QDK. What makeup of band, and you got a CD coming out pretty soon?
Yeah, actually, QDK is myself, Kenny Arison, and David Alsikinen. And Kenny is a very famous musician. He's a wonderful guy, and man, what a player. And he's been like, name anybody from the 80s, from Bob Dylan, to Billy Idol played for him. Then David's well known for, he's a founding member of the Hooters and many others. And those guys are just so great to work with. And I use those guys to back up other artists too. Like we backed up Billy Burnett, and we've worked with people like Linda Gale Lewis and Robert Gordon, the great rock.
Yeah.
And we just did some songs, and we have man, listen to this. We were in the studio, and Charlie from Soul Survivors,
Oh yeah.
he says, Quentin, can I do some backups for you? I was like, yeah, no kidding, because I'm an idiot. I'm a nobody. This guy's a legend. I'm like, well, that's like what? It's so cool. He's there. He is singing backup. Then later, Eric from the Hooters, Eric Bazillion, played keyboards on it, which is, So
No kidding.
I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
Wow. I always loved the Hooters. That's a great.
They're great people. When I was a kid, I had a horrible band. We had nothing. We weren't even bad, charmingly bad, okay? And somehow we, wrangled an opening spot for the Hooters.
Wow.
Instead of them being jerks, they were encouraging. And there wasn't a lot to encourage here. So I always remembered that about those guys, because I've worked opening for a lot of bands, and I know the good ones, the ones that really care about the music. They always help the opening band. They don't try to hurt them. So anyways.
That's a great story.
Thanks, man. And another band that I'm in is a band called Rocket 88. And when I was a kid, Rocket 88 was playing in my hometown here, and I was underage. I got into this bar, and I saw those guys, and it just blew me away. And I believe at that time Tommy Conwell was playing in the band. And this band has been filled with great guitar players, and I just loved it. And Mark, here's another story. The singer, Mark, Doc Harmonica, he took time in between the breaks to talk to me. The place was packed with fans, and he sat there and he invited me to sit in. And, I wasn't really all that, so these guys were pros. And so it was really cool, and I remember that. And years later, I recorded them at Lanark Records, and we put a CD out. And then when their guitar player left, he asked me to join the band, and I was honored to do so.
Wow.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm a lot better guitar player by working with Dr. Harmonica. I learned so much, And one of the songs I learned that he turned me on to is this one right here, written by Arthur Alexander.
Play on, Quentin.
I hope you like this one. Got to make sure I get the right chord in the beginning. It's really hard. baby. Come on over here. Late at night with a cigarette, filling up our glasses, listening to the high-five set. Turning bright lights where I know all men are crazy with the girl who radiates the charm.
Very nice. Very good.
Thank you.
Hey, I bet you're playing a Gretsch guitar.
Yes.
How would I know?
What's that?
How would I know you're playing a Gretsch guitar? Oh yeah, you're a rap.
I'm a Gretchen endorser. I'm sorry. Yeah, I am.
You're connected. That's a beautiful guitar.
Man, I tell you, that company, there are so many other guys out there that, do a lot more than me, and they're not just about the big guys. They're about the small guys. You know, they say they really help the working guy. And that's what's beautiful, you know? I mean, if you have a #1 hit where you're like from a big 60s band and you wrote all these legendary songs, you can afford a Gretsch.
That
You can
says
afford
a
your
lot about
guitar strings and your picks, right?
good people.
Yeah, great company, great company. I want to jump over to one of my songs. I wrote this song over COVID. I did a little thing with myself. It's called 7 Songs in 7 Days. And I wrote it. Every day I made myself write a song and post it. And I tell you what, I wrote 6 terrible songs. But one of them's a keeper. And I just recorded this song with 2 guys in Nashville. Jerry Rowe, he's the #1 drummer in Nashville. He was just on the Tonight Show backing up Patti Smith.
Wow.
Yeah, his grandfather was Jerry Reed. He's the top drummer in Nashville, and his dad is a legendary bass player who played with Johnny Cash and John Cougar and Mellencamp and Dwight Yoakam. And so these guys played rhythm on me. Now, we did the old COVID thing where I was just talking to him, and we always wanted to record together. And I said, why don't we just do what everybody's doing? We'll send tracks back and forth. And so I did 3 songs, and one of them was an Elton John song, but I did it my way. And this song I wrote during COVID.
Great. We can't wait to hear it, man.
It's called, first, I got to make sure I put it on the right number on my loop pedal.
That's all on you, Quentin.
Man, I've been pulling a total Jerry Lewis tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, it's perfect. It's great.
But, all right, so anyways, this one is called Sometimes I Wonder, Should I Take All These Pills? hard time. You punished me for his crime. Sometimes I wonder, should I take all these pills? You think they help? I don't see how. And you're no good anyhow. Sometimes I wonder, should I take all these pills? They come in yellow, they come in black. If I take them all, will you get off my back? Sometimes I wonder, should I take all these pills? All right, then, give me a glass of water. All right, I submit now. Well, you're not looking now. Sometimes I wonder, should I take all these pills?
Yeah, that was great.
Nice, good song.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Solid, really
How
good.
many more do you want me to do?
Why don't you do one more? Can you do that?
I can do that.
All right.
And I got a good story that goes with that.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
But let me change it on my loop pedal. It's the only
Okay.
pedal I have is a loop pedal, and that's the rest I just use with. But boy, these
While
things
you're
are-
doing that, let me remind everybody, QuentinJonesGuitar.com. And please, if you like what you're hearing, and how could you not like this, buy a CD, stay in contact, donate, help out a gig artist. It's been rough times for musicians, so.
Yes. Plus, I have a horse that was rescued that I've adopted, so I can use apples to feed him, because we rescued a horse, so that was good. And you can see them on my Facebook page. I keep them, and you can go to my YouTube page. I have a whole series about saving this horse. It's a little documentary I did. Each one's about 10 minutes long. It's just a fun do-it-yourself thing. It's like I actually literally took my phone, put it on the fence, and then started training this horse. And he actually has bonded so heavily with me. It's amazing. It really is. I mean, I come from a family of horse trainers, and everyone's kind of knocked out about what happened. But this horse was orphaned and was headed to slaughter. And I guess, whenever you rescue an animal, they're very much appreciative. Now, I didn't rescue him, but I adopted him after he was rescued. I became
Okay.
his protector. So.
Well, good job, man.
My brother has a stable, so that's, I'm lucky. We're lucky that we can do that. Anyways, with that said, I want to tell you this story, and I don't want to play it, and I don't want to take up anybody's time. And so really quickly, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, growing up, blues, it just wasn't there, and it wasn't at the record stores. And, the only thing you could get at the record store was, the Bee Gees. And let me tell you, 1960s Bee Gees are awesome. So anyways, nothing against them. But it was a fact. You were getting disco music when I was growing up. I became a teenager and got in the 70s. So with that said, I was a big Jimi Hendrix fan, huge Hendrix fan. My brother Wendell turned me onto that. And I remember trying to find out everything I could about music and everything and, discovering everything off of the record covers. And anyways, I had found out about this guy named Albert King through research and things about Jimi Hendrix. And I got my brother to drive me out to Park City to go to the record store out there. And lo and behold, there was no Albert King records. There's a surprise. But there was a Freddie King record. I never heard of him, but he had a guitar that looked like B.B. King. And, I'm about 14 years old at this point. I'm thinking, well, better than nothing. And I buy that record, not knowing what it was. Went home and I put that on my $99 Lafayette stereo system, extra high fidelity. I put the needle down, and the first song that played was this song. And I was like, well, there's a whole nother universe out there. Where the hell's this been?
Hey, let's hear it for Quentin Jones, everybody. Yeah. I love it, man.
Breath through that whole song. I feel
Thank
Very
you.
good, very good, Quentin.
Thank you so much.
You're just
Very
a real
nice.
fun guy to hang around with. Great
Well-
music, but there's some laughs. I had a great time.
You can never take yourself too serious, you know,
Amen, brother. Amen.
especially in these days. And a little bit of Three Stooges. You know, I have a friend in the Stray Cats. I wrote a song for him, and he told me the problem with the rest of the world is they don't want you Three Stooges.
And they should.
Yes,
Yep,
you
and they
watch.
should.